Living with a chronic illness requires chronic resilience, and it deeply requires you to stay strong and anchor yourself in something or one another, whatever works for you. And hi, guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Snare. Hope you can call me Snare or Roho, whatever suits you both, either or. That's your girl.
Fool me once, fool me twice. When you're hiding things, might as well be lies. Can you ever get it right? How long will I let this lie? Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb.
So I've been living with a chronic illness for some time now. I think we're in the fourth year, and uh, for me, what has really worked is staying strong and remembering and reflecting in the world. So turn good illnesses tips rather that I will share with you is that it is not going to be easy, not by a long shot. Not too long ago, I looked up, the word suffering, and I was trying to find subjective suggestions rather on how to live with such a chronic illness. Well, you may find a lot, and depending what goes with you, it might work or it might not work for you. So obviously, when you're feeling like when you're living with a chronic illness, you feel constantly like you're burden to people that are of assistance to you. And let me remind you, you are not. Because if you were strong enough, you will be holding down the people that you are depending on, and they will be there for you. And as much as that is a factor that you constantly need to consider, you really do need, to knock your mind off that. Stop feeling like you're a burden. Stop feeling like you are, this is by your choice. So first of all, I'm going to give you a tip. It's like you need to give yourself some time to accept and to process the diagnosis that you've now been diagnosed with. And again, like I said, it's not going to be easy. I needed assistance because this was a bit too much for me. I didn't really know what was the condition. I was told that, well, you live with a certain illness, and therefore now you are, therefore now you will need to research. I needed to research what was going on with me, and it took a whole lot out of me because I was living in an out of body experience for from a person that was active, from a person that was forever able of doing things for themselves and was not just active. I was also highly very involved in sports like running, jogging, ballroom dancing. Now I needed to now secure myself in the fact that I can no longer do those things. I need to be wheeled, to the bathroom. And for some time before I had the wheelchair or had a way of using the wheelchair, I would need to be taken to the bathroom physically. And the people that were there for me were males, were my brothers. And so you need to let those emotions sink in and try to be positive for yourself. And second of all, you need to now learn about your competition. So now you need to arm yourself with knowledge that can be empowering, understanding your symptoms and the potential side effects. This again is not easy because each and every day you live, and you get to experience a different condition or a different symptom than what you're used to. You need to talk to your doctors, the specialist, or your care team about what you do next. And having a supportive family is also very useful. Practice number 3 will be practicing mindfulness. Be mindful of what it might help. Try help with mental skills like paying attention to and organizing and planning your life. It can also help you to stay positive. When living with a chronic illness, the future can like sometimes seem blurry, uncertain, and very scary. But being mindful and mindfulness brings you back to the now. Being in the moment can give you a deeper sense of balance, the present, not being scared of the future or comparing yourself to the past. In this present moments of pain, you can improve your overall well-being and get back to your hobbies. Very, very, very important. Do not let what you were passionate about get taken away from you. You might live with the illness, but the illness does not live in you. Find activities that still spark joy, things that you loved, and find a way of doing them maybe a little different than you usually did. Find activities that include that you may still be able to include in your daily life, and getting back into your hobbies and maybe a very good way of reclaiming your health and your life and being in control. Embrace gratitude. If I may take you just a little back, I am one of the people that, practice gratitude in such a way that if you cannot find me, send that dollar. And you definitely will find me, because I'm a person who practices generally gratitude. So I will find you till I find you. I will look for you until I find you in a quest to be grateful. And being practicing and embracing gratitude actually keeps you positive when you see the people that still care and fears and concerned and who are still fearful of losing you and are concerned about your illnesses. Always remember, this can be a good time to be grateful. Gratitude can prevent gratitude can help you see your life from a different perspective. Write down the things that you are still grateful for and compare them, and you will 9 out of 10 times you will find the fact that more than you think or more than you can imagine, a lot of people still are there for you. Share them with a friend, share it with whoever brings or reinforces this positivity in your life. Sixth tip is finding workarounds. So once you are diagnosed with a chronic illnesses, your mind is most likely to be wired and dwell on the negative, because what now? What has my life become? What is it? This is this illness? What does it take for me? And we are less likely to be thinking about what it brings you. So, for example, if you like to cook, but it's too painful to chop veggies, consider buying pre-cuts or ask the people that are in the household to cut them for you. Do you love participating in a particular sport? Look around and adaptive league. And what's important is that you take control of the situations in the little way positive, bit by bit, and time again. You will see how less that you feel optimistic and powerless. And number seven, I will say pursue spiritual interests. I said being spiritual and godly does help me. It might be different to another person. Well, your illnesses consumes your thoughts. It can be difficult, to think of others, or rather, it can be difficult in resourcing methods of coping and finding inner peace. But what I have found out that for me specifically, that is when I really practice emotional, spiritually, and I am grateful for the things and people that are still in my life, and whatever works for you. It can also feel more connected and supported by, you also get to feel supported and connected to a larger community in general. Learn number eight will be learning. Lean into generosity. When somebody wants to help, it is okay. Accept the assistance. It may be difficult for you, or for others to help you, but giving back might improve your outlook on how you view life, how you view people, and do whatever works for you. Volunteer your time, help in a fundraiser, perform random acts of kindness. Or these are powerful just ways to brighten your mood. When they say that in a way, when you've helped out, you've helped yourself out. And respect your limits will be the last point that I respect that I share with you. Work with the healthcare team to balance where you are now, the future goals, whether you will be able to achieve them, they are achievable or not. For example, occupational therapists will help you with the type of healthcare professional that will find you easy ways and assist you in finding easy ways to deal with your limitation and do your daily activities. They can show you how to change activities to make them work for you. You understand? And avoiding chronic illness way out isn't about finding yourself being useless. It is allowing yourself that now that you have a certain restriction, how far can you go, and limiting those restrictions before you are worn out. I think and I hope those are things that help me and they can be helpful to you. And so, toodles, thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.